Hi friends, it's Sheri here. This is a fun video. So previously I did a reaction to this Victon song that I liked and called Chronograph, and I just really liked it. I kind of don't know much about Victon, or I really don't know anything about Victon, but I found the song I liked, so I reacted to the music video. And thank you to the Alices out there, Alices out there who told me that my bias is Sunsick, because I was looking for the person who did the high notes, and I really liked him. And I might not know that well what you look like, but Mr. Sunsick, you are my bias. Sunsick, you are my bias. And I got a couple of recommendations for other songs of Victons I might like, or sort of songs of another style of Victons, and I thought we're gonna do this video that is part of a series? Not part of a series, I don't know. I've only done one of these before where I listened to all of a group's songs and then I pick out my top 11. And I've only done this with ATEEZ previously, but that really gave me a big insight into the group. And even though I know almost nothing about ATEEZ either, but you know, what better way to know a band, to know a K-pop band, than for their music, right? That's what, in the end, that's what it should be about, music. So we're going to listen to all of Victon songs that are on Spotify. So these are going to be, I guess, the official things. I am surprised. The first thing I'll note is I was very surprised that there's only one album. So, and I think this is a group, when did they debut again? I think they're third gen, so they would have yeah. So the first mini album is from 2016. I'm a little confused, but maybe they just kept releasing a lot of mini albums and not releasing a full album. Not sure. No judgment, I'm just a little confused on that situation. So I'm not gonna show me listening to all the songs because that would be way too long of a video. But I'm gonna listen to these songs and then I will come back with my top 11. Or it might be less than that. What if I don't like any of their other songs? Oh, gasp. No. Let's go.
A few moments later.
It has been hours. It has been hours and we are done. We have my top 11 Victon songs. So I have my notes. Okay, so general. They had great harmonies. Like great harmonies. Like their voices really, when they sing together, their voices go together really, really well. And some of like my favorite songs for this are just like because the harmonies that they do is just so beautiful. The rapper, I think, well, one of the rappers, there's two rappers, I think, and then one of the rappers has a very distinct voice, and I think it's Hansei, because I saw someone bring that up. And what's interesting is, like, after listening to all the songs, you can sort of hear, like, where in some songs, he has, like, a very distinct voice and distinct style, and I think he puts on more of that for some songs than other, and it's not a style of rapping that I enjoy that much, so sometimes it's a little too much, and a lot of the songs it was just like a little too much. But then the songs where like are sort of more playful, and then that style of rapping works really well for that. So it's sort of like a 50-50 for me, like when it like sometimes he's not I guess sometimes he raps calmer. That's what it is. And then sometimes he raps like more intensely, and then he puts on, I think, more of that, a certain, like a higher tone voice. And it's like a 50-50 where like sometimes I really like it, and then sometimes I'm like, it's a little much for me personally. And I know a lot of people that really like that sort of higher tone rapping, but it was really like 50-50. But he always tends to stand out in the songs compared to some of the others where I'm just like, oh, I'm not sure it's the same person saying this line or it's a different person, but when he like comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that rapper. Yeah, that's him. It's really interesting. A lot of their songs have a very similar style, and then sort of partway like through as we get to the newer stuff, there's like a really big shift. And I think Chronograph goes back to like a sort of earlier style, but there's like a big shift. And I don't know if that's just K-pop industry shift or it was like them shifting in style, but a lot of earlier stuff where I'm like, I could listen to like 2 or 3 songs in a row and it just sounded very similar to each other and very of the similar style. And then it was like, whoosh. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's new. So let's go with the first one. So these are not in any order. I sort of listened to their albums in their mini albums, I guess, from debut to now, and then listened to their first album last. So it's in that order. First one, I'm Fine. Now, this one, I swear I've heard before. I don't remember where. I don't remember under what context. I've heard this before. I've heard this somewhere before. Like this part especially, I'm like, I heard this somewhere. It's just really catchy. It's really like cheerful, and I don't know if it makes sense, but like it's like bouncy, like da 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 da. Like you just want to like you know, shimmy to it. I really like it. I think it's cute without trying too hard to be cute. I think that's a good one for that. Now, this next one, Sunrise. This one, just the guitar and their voices. This is one of the like softer songs, and their voices like without like all the other stuff, just the guitar and this, it works really well. They have really such good voices. And there's like a great harmony here. It's like really mellow. Honestly, like perfect to listen to during the sunrise. And like you see like the layering of voices just works great. Very talented. Okay, so 3, Light, and I have a specific part for Light. I think why do I have a specific part? I think the high note. And then this is like a good song for this. Yes. Beautiful. Is that my bias? I think, is that Sunsick? Is that my bias? This one just seems like a good song, like, you know, when they play at the concert and then everyone's just like clapping along and then like some people are crying. I can like picture that when listening to this. Love it. Next one, okay, Nightmare. It was immediately sold by Creepy Organ. Love it. It's like spooky. It reminds me of this Japanese OST I like. And then it sort of just shifts gear and she's like, oh. And then Hansei, is it Hansei? I hope I'm getting like it's the right person. Hansei's rap. My name is Freddy freaking Krueger. I just feel like that's a cultural reset, guys. Next one, White Knight. The piano song. I can't resist a good like just soft piano song, and the fact that they have good vocals, it just works out really well. And it talks about like going to the moonlight, and that is just my thing. It makes you feel like safe. I don't know. I really like this one. Okay. 6, Mayday. Now, I don't know if like I generally like this song, or when I was like listening through everything, this one just really stood out as just like being so different from everything else. Like this one was really just like immediate, like, what? Oh, is this the same group? This is very, very, very different. Very like different style, different feel. It's a good song, but not generally my style. But it does showcase like how versatile this group is. I don't fully understand what Fire on Mayday means, but honestly, could mean anything. It's K-pop, guys. Okay, next one. Oh, I really like this one. Pray for Me. Dramatic. Like, it's in drama OST. It's so dramatic. I love it. It's got like a very good, I haven't seen this drama, One Ordinary Day. It's got like a nice evil like undertone to it. And then towards the end, it's got some nice guitar too. It's just like, you know, I'm hoping this is the villain theme. Yeah. So next one, 8, Chronograph. I've already talked about in a specific video why I like this one. Go watch that. But generally, to sum up, it reminds, like with a lot of boy group songs nowadays, it just sort of brings me back to third gen K-pop. It's like very bright, very happy. It reminds me of like a lot of like SHINee and EXO songs. So I generally think it's very good. And the boys, I can't compliment their vocals and my bias's vocals enough. Okay, so here we've got to the songs on the album. Their Voice the Future Is Now album. Into the Mirror. Okay, now this one I was like wasn't super feeling, and then where is it? I wasn't super feeling, and then this next part I was just like sold, like, oh wow, that's intense, that's a lot, but I like it. This, I love this. I love this section. Is it the chorus? I think. I love it. I love that. I love that section. And also like towards the end, there's like some beautiful high notes, guys. Next, Carry On. Soft song. I'm a sucker for soft songs. I know I like the happy like stuff too, but this one, you know, just a soft. I feel like this one has a nice message. And then it's got like this section. The soft ending. Soft ending. Lovely. Okay, we're on to number 11, the final one, Unpredictable. Oh, this one's interesting. Because again, like I wasn't really feeling the start too much. I'm like, oh, it sounds a little dangerous, which I love. I love dangerous sounding ones. But I wasn't super feeling. And then it just builds up to this beautiful, beautiful chorus. It's like slowly building. I love that. I just love that. It's a little like bouncy. Very bouncy, catchy. Generally, I've just like a lot of their songs. I will say, so to wrap up, these are my top 11. I think generally they have some pretty good songs. A lot of their early stuff sounds a little similar. I don't know if they were working like the same team and that's why, or like that was their style and then they decided to shift. They've shifted now, I think, towards like a slightly darker direction, which is I think the general like trend of K-pop is slightly darker, but I do hope they like make stuff like Chronograph 2 if you know, if they want to. I don't know what specifically the member styles are. I do hope they have input in this as well. And they have great voices, you know, generally like pretty solid. Please let me know, Alice is out there, if I have picked some of your favorite songs, and tell me like what are your faves from them, if they're on the list, and please tell me if I got like the Hansei and my bias parts right. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please also let me know like which group I should do next, because these like things take so long, but I feel like I've learned a lot and it's a really good way to get to know a group, as also like look at the general trend of K-pop. So please, if you have any group suggestions, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video.